So the other thing that is difficult, I would say, as an operator or as a founder, a lot of times we want quick results. We want the investor to write us the check even as soon as possible. We are always chasing for things to happen fast. But what I've seen, at least in my journey, is we the deals take a long time to happen. They are usually planted years before they close. So I'll give you one story from my book. So many years ago, in I think about 2018 or 2017, sorry. So 2017, I met this steamboat restaurant owner in Singapore. He wanted to do Facebook marketing, but he had no budget, right? So he was like, hey, Razy, I want to do Facebook marketing, but my budget is limited. Or I've basically had no budget. So I decided to teach him all that I knew about Facebook, and I charged him $300 for it. So I spent three hours with him. I taught him everything that I knew about Facebook. That 3 hours, if you think about it from a business lens, I could have spent maybe finding higher value opportunities. But I helped this guy. I felt compelled to help him because he was a fellow business owner. He was just starting out. So I gave him advice. I told him all I knew about Facebook. 4 years later, he calls me again. He gets in touch and he says, hey, look, he's joined a real estate company. They are looking for a marketing agency, and it turned out to be a six-figure opportunity. So from $300 seed that I planted, many years later, it became a six-figure opportunity. So similarly, if an investor or a potential investor says no to you now, the natural instinct is to get upset, to get somewhat angry. But if you cultivate the relationship through a newsletter, through a regular, consistent way of keeping in touch, eventually they might invest, right? So the next thing I wanted to talk about is to be in the right rooms. A lot of times when I meet founders, what founders, business operators, or even generally people, we like to try and do everything via a screen. So we go to LinkedIn and we message people cold. We try and cold email people. We try to do everything behind the screen and without stepping out of our offices. One of the suggestions that I have is you need to find the right rooms to enter. So if you look at this conversation and how I got to know about BonBillo, I had actually gone to an Orbit startup demo day. And I had gone there because I wanted to support Matt Easy. He had a booth there. I wanted to listen to his pitch and just there to support him. But because I was in that room, I met Suraj. Suraj and I discussed, we discovered that we had invested in the same startups. We had a similar thesis. We had good synergy. And that led to me doing a workshop for Suraj, and then eventually ended up becoming part of this BonBillo community and family, right? So you need to step out away from your screens. I'm not saying all the time, but find rooms where your target audience is, your potential customers are, your potential investors are, and just show up. You don't need to be pitching. Just show up, connect with people authentically, and you don't know who you might meet and what opportunities will come from there.